Now, Wellness Wednesday on Fox 54 News, sponsored by WeGenesis.
I have the opportunity to work with children as they come in, and we get to play together as that appears to other people, but I'm looking for specific things in our shared play. I'm looking for, does the child want to engage with me? Do they want to have some shared play with us? Do they make some eye contact as they maybe hand a toy to me? Maybe they ask for help to request. How do they ask for help? Do they hand me a toy? Do they hit me with the toy? Do they throw the toy at me? Do they not ask for help at all? Looking for how they intend to use the toy. Is it with purpose, or does it have any purpose in their play?
What exactly is the difference between maybe someone who's on the spectrum?
So oftentimes we find children with autism don't have a lot of functional play with toys. They might want to play with part of a toy, or they find to play with the toys repetitively in some way. This may look like lining up toys or turning over the toy to just spin the wheels on a car, or they may take items and dump them out repeatedly, but they don't actually want to play with any of the toys in those bins. And instead of playing with those toys for their intended purpose, they find an alternative way to play with that toy.
Now, I guess how long do these sessions often take? And then, for a parent's perspective, is it instantaneous, or do you just kind of take some time, maybe wait a couple days before saying, hey, maybe this child is on that spectrum?
No, it usually takes, our evaluation takes an hour for the autism evaluation, and there's a lot of notes that I take throughout that evaluation, and then after the evaluation is over, of course, we also have to take into consideration the amount of communication that child has and how that communication, what skills they have as far as their socialization, and also whether or not that child may be experiencing any other sensory sensitivities or food aversions as well. So there's a lot of other components I have to look at on top of just the evaluation we do here in this room.
And now you mentioned, you would be with a child in this kind of scenario with evaluation. Do you sometimes have maybe multiple children in the room to see how they interact with other kids their own age?
No, we our autism evaluations are one-on-one. We need to typically just observe that one child as they play, how they play with us. Typically, is pretty good. I do get some observation in the waiting room. We also get parent reports, and they fill out some evaluations as well on how they interact with other children, so we get feedback from the parents. We also have a rating scale that we offer teachers if they are in pre-K or daycare or even in kindergarten for our 5-year-olds, for them to provide feedback to us on that child's interactions and engagement with other children in a classroom setting or in a group setting. And that can also give us a lot of feedback on what that looks like outside of our building.
What exactly does RAN do or provide for those with autism, or maybe for a family member supporting someone with autism?
We provide resources within 13 counties in North Alabama, which is the region that we serve, so we can connect families with professionals who are providing services for autism.
So what are some of the consultation services that are provided by RAN?
Sometimes families aren't sure where to go. They can call us and tell us where they are in their autism journey, and we can help direct them to the best services. In addition, professionals may also need assistance. Perhaps a professional serving a family, and they need to know where to send the family next. Professionals can reach out as well.
Let's say, a hypothetical scenario, I suspect someone in my life might have autism. They might be on the spectrum. I want to reach out to RAND where I can find some resources maybe for testing. Basically, how can RAND help me in this scenario?
What you could do is you could reach out to RAN by calling us at 256-824-5700, emailing us at uahran@uah.edu, or follow us on Instagram. And we can provide you with a list of professionals who are offering autism testing currently. Staff at UAH RAND can help you navigate from where you are in your autism journey to where you need to get to.
What are some of the services that, maybe, a family member reaches out, what would you recommend to them?
It depends on where they are in their autism journey. They may need an evaluation. They may be looking for a specific type of therapy. They may need to find a medical professional, a psychological professional, or even some recreational activities.
What are some of the recreational activities that might recommend?
There are some small businesses here in North Alabama who offer sensory events, and lots of times those are great opportunities for children to visit a business, such as the Cook's Museum has a sensory day. Flow has sensory evenings, and those are great opportunities for families with children with autism to enjoy those activities.
What does the ARC offer for maybe parents of children who might be on the autism spectrum?
Sure. So the ARC actually offers a lot of services for our families. We have several programs, especially under our early childhood program here. We have early intervention that offers services from birth to 3 in home for family support and caregiver support. We have our outpatient center, our pediatric outpatient center that offers speech and occupational therapy for children up to the age of 5. We have our autism diagnostic clinic for ages 2 through 5, and then we also do autism home services for anyone that is pre-kindergarten. In addition to the early childhood program services, we also have services for adults in the community. We have services that we can provide through the community waiver program, where we have group homes, and we also have community events for our clients as well.
And now maybe, a parent suspects their child might have autism. They want to get that evaluation done. Can you describe the process of kind of coming in through the ARC to begin that diagnostic process?
Sure. So the ARC started an autism clinic about 2.5 years ago, and we've had over 2,000 referrals since then. And the reason we started is because we really saw a need in the community for families that needed autism testing, especially those that were low income or possibly having Medicaid. And so that's really why we started this. The process really goes with, we have a wait list of about 4 months right now, and when a child comes up to the top of that wait list, we go ahead and get the process started. One of the neat things that we do is that we don't do a whole day of testing. We sort of break up our days.
Where can a parent sign up for that wait list?
Sure. Anyone can have their child added to our wait list. Most of our referrals do come from pediatricians, the child's pediatrician. However, a family can make a referral as well. They can contact us at our phone number, which is 256-696-5700. That's probably the easiest way and the quickest way to be able to get onto our wait list. Pediatricians also fax their requests in.
All right. Now, describe, you talked a little bit about the at-home services.
Right.
Let's say that, everything happens with the evaluation process. Could the evaluation process happen at home if a parent prefers that?
We don't typically do our evaluations in the home. We do our phone interviews and where the families can be at home. So we do as many pieces as we can in the home. But for our evaluation process, we just need a specific space that is clean of other, free of other, it's free of other distractions. And so we have certain toys that we have. And so just for the purposes of keeping testing pieces consistent, we will do that here in our office. So what we found is that a lot of children with autism have a lot of challenging behaviors. And those children, we hear so many times from families how their child is about to be kicked out of their daycare or their preschool. And that is a problem for a lot of our families. When that happens, if a child is kicked out of daycare or preschool, someone now has to stay home with that child, and so it limits the amount that a family member could go to work as well. And so in order to try to combat those things and try to keep children in their daycare and families at their jobs, we started some Autism Home Services. It's our behavior support education program, and that program allows a home visitor to come out to a family's home and really work with them on some specific strategies that they would like to address the challenging behaviors that they're seeing in their child. One of the neat things that we do with our clinic is that we do all of the testing pieces, and we have a partnership with a lot of pediatricians in the area where they then provide the diagnosis for the child that they are serving. And so that pediatrician already knows that family, knows that child, likely referred that child, and they're going to be that continuity of care as well. And so that's a great way that we've been able to partner with our pediatricians and be able to keep our wait list low.
Wellness Wednesday on Fox 54 News, sponsored by We Genesis.